That's how this can look. It looks much easier when the veteran knows what's what. So that's when it's not to your benefit. And that's where I would think a Cowboy fan would say, well, it's been a while since Dak displaced Romo. We haven't had to deal with this for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. But if that's your approach,
like I said, as a Cowboys fan, just as a fan of the Cowboys, not my problem. We got our own issues. As someone who talks about this, that's kind of how I feel. I'd rather have that problem than have a problem where your backup is, Joe Schmo.
Nate Sudfeld.
So, I didn't want to put him down like that. But yeah.
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush got cut.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Cowboys, one quarterback on the roster right now. I'm sure that'll change.
That's going to change. It's going to change.
Jimmy G?
At this moment, it's Dak Prescott, and that's
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They cut Cooper Rush? Who are they going to sign?
Probably Cooper Rush.
No, they're going to sign that kid Streveler that the Jets are going to cut?
I don't know.
Wait a second. I did not. Was I aware of that? I thought that Ben DiNucci got cut, but you're right. We only do technically have one.
They both got cut, yeah.
What are they doing?
Probably just waiting for the roster.
I think it'll be Will Greer, to be honest with you.
Tyler Smith will start there, too? He's going to protect Enthro?
Apparently, teams are inquiring Pittsburgh about Mason Rudolph.
That could be the one there, too.
They are not budging at the moment.
That could be that one, too. If Mason Rudolph's available, I would go get him if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, although he doesn't run the same offense that Dak Prescott did. Man. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan as well, I would be genuinely concerned.
Cowboys.
I would be genuinely concerned about the team in Philadelphia. I've been talking myself into the Eagles being the team to beat in the NFC Eastern Conference. I even said when Tyron Smith went down, I'm going to call my shot and say the Eagles are going to win the division. That's what I said. And then today they go ahead and get CJ Gardner Johnson from the New Orleans Saints. Yep. And they flip a fifth next year, and the worst of the 2 sixth-round picks in 2024 for a guy who is not only a plug-and-play defensive back, but somebody who I think Philadelphia is going to love because he just can't stop running his mouth. The number of times that he gets hit by an opponent, swung at by an opponent while he's wearing his helmet, means what's coming out of his helmet is so much sauce. I think Philly's going to love him on the back end of that secondary that just keeps getting better and better with the young Bulldogs that they got on both first two levels of the defense and the rest of that team with A.J. Brown on it and the way that they run it. It's all on Jalen Hurts there, isn't it? If Jalen Hurts can take that step forward and continue on in the NFL as a quarterback with ascending arrows pointing up, that's another team that suddenly becomes a little bit more fascinating. I think that's a neat pickup for August 30th, to say the least, sir.
I think so, too. Eagles
have a hell of a roster. Howie Roseman's put a hell of a roster. They have been watering and fertilizing that roster. Nick Sirianni's got a nice team in front of him.
Oh, dream team.
No, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
Didn't work out for those.
That's not cool.
Back then.
That was mere days after the lockout ended.
And after they got
different
nominated.
Though. This is different though. That was just a bunch of all-star
older
parts
free
from
agents.
That looks like some of my fantasy teams where I'm drafting guys who are great 3 years ago. Oh my God, he's available in the third round. Let me take him.
Right.
That's the way that team was put together.
I know, but it's such a great quote.
Right?
Yeah.
For Chip Kelly, if I'm not mistaken.
Play it again.
Right? Was it Chip Kelly back then, or was it back end of Andy Reid? Who was it in 2011? Who was the Eagles coach in 2011 for the Dream Team?
Oh, dream team.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, man.
2011.
Yeah, do it again, Jay.
2011 Eagles was Andy Reid.
Andy Reid, back end of the Reid administration. Okay.
Yeah, that was his second to last year. Yeah, 12 was his last year.
I don't know. I like the Eagles even more. I like that pickup. the Saints just like, here's a plug-and-play secondary member of our secondary. Let's just send him out.
I drafted A.J. Brown, so I'm also in on the Eagles this year.
Let's go back to the phone lines here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let us go to Jay in Michigan. You're here on the program. What's up, Jay?
3, 4.
Hi, Rich. I just wanted to talk about the whole Trey Lance thing again, because I think really what it's about is mostly it's about being able to trade Jimmy. Because really, like, the two reasons he wasn't traded was because of his shoulder surgery and the fact that he's $26 million on the cap. So I feel like in making all that cap go down, it makes the insurance is, like, if Trey gets hurt, he can come in. But also that if another team really needs Jimmy, then he's there for them, because they couldn't really trade for him at most of the points in time because they wanted other players, or like now they don't have salary cap.
So that makes sense. But he's also got a no trade clause, so it's going to have to be to where he wants to go, which I imagine would have been the case I don't know. He had the opportunity to go seek that out, and anybody who was making these trades for him would have had the ability to figure out what salary he would be paid. And I don't think he would take that pay cut if he knew he was getting traded to a team where he would start. That's not starters money. That's tremendous backup money. So I don't know. I mean, but then again, thanks, Jay, for the call. I mean, who the hell knows? I didn't see him staying coming. So him signing to stay only to be sent out, I wouldn't see that coming either. They made the decision. It's smarter to have him back up Trey Lance than Nate Sudfeld. It's smarter to have him on the team than cut him and watch him show up somewhere that can go hurt you or make your rival better, save their quarterback room bacon. And then you're the coach, and basically you say, Jimmy, if you're up for doing this, you're the backup. You got to help Trey, and if obviously if he gets hurt, you're our starter. And if he struggles, I don't know what that looks like, but we're still not putting you in there. Are you fine with that? I imagine that story could be told to him. But again, the way I started the program, it's really on Trey Lance. It's on his ability to handle it. How will he handle it? And the mere fact that you say you think you can handle the locker room, how can he handle it? You got to have full confidence in his ability to handle it. And the best way for him to handle being the starter is not to have him look over his shoulder. That's why Belichick, in many ways, sent Cam Newton out of there. But Jimmy G is of a different makeup where he can sit there and watch the guy struggle and not say, I should be in there. I don't know if I'm ascribing an opinion to Cam that is unwarranted. Cam could have been able to do that. I guess the Patriots just thought better to just have it done, and we're going with Mac. That's it. And Lance does not have that luxury. You could sit here and say it's a lack of belief in the kid. It's tough to disagree with that. Very tough. Let's go to John in North Carolina. You're here on the Rich Eisen Show. What's up, John?
Hey, how you doing, Rich?
What's going on?
As you brought up about the Trey Lance situation, of course, Jimmy G, being the good person that he is going to bring up that he should start. But I believe his teammates will. I believe all the guys that were there for them NFC Championship games and that Super Bowl run will. Especially if they start off 3-5, 2-6.
I don't think they're 2-6. I just don't think they're 2-6. And thanks for the call, John. I mean, put the schedule up again. They play the Rams twice in the first 8 weeks of the season, which is a bummer schedule-wise. And that's tough. Yeah, but they've got games against Carolina, Atlanta, Chicago, and Seattle. They should win. And Denver, again, I still need to see it to believe it. I know that you keep saying to me that you even drafted Russell Wilson in your fantasy, your must-win fantasy league there. I love the his ability. I need to see it. Kansas City, they go 4-4, 5-3. Or Lance just comes in and lights it up. He has that ability. He has that special ability. He does.
I mean, that schedule looks like 4-4 to me. Looks like 4-4 to me.
Chargers, Cardinals, and Saints right after the bye, too. God, I just at some point rip the Band-Aid off and go with them. And they might be doing that anyway, but having Garoppolo there, understanding he's the backup, and it's better to have him there than Seattle. But him being there is no question another hidden benefit that we're all